My name is Venison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Members of the public, I want to know who lying. I want to know if Faris Alwari lying or the mayor of Point Fortin lying. I want to know who lying. And on top of that, why is we on that? I want to know where the money going from all these budget. Members of the public, let me remind you of a statement in which Faris Alwari said. Take a look at this.
According to Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Faris Alwari, his ministry is testing an app for pothole repair.
You will be able, as a member of the public, to show exactly where your issues are with a pin, with a location, have our office cost it, and then we have a conversation on timing and costing.
The minister revealed there are 18 government entities involved in the paving in Trinidad, but insisted there is room for everyone.
On the 28th of January, we're going to have a specialist forum at the University of the West Indies where we're targeting micro contractors. At the micro contractor level, we'll have NEDCO, we'll have the Contractors Association, the Secondary Road Repair Company.
He noted new roads are being included in the paving exercise.
We are vesting nearly 20 years of roads that have not been brought into the city. So corporations sometimes can't maintain roads because they're not vested in them. So we have vesting orders prepared to bring this in. This is all part of the local government reform package.
The minister spoke with the media at a paving exercise in Port of Spain on Tuesday evening. Terry Ann Brown Campbell, TTT News.
Now you hear that? Now we are going to play here for you a statement that was made in a town meeting in the area of Point Fortin. Take a look at this.
We are all one family, so I consider you my family. I feel very comfortable conversing with you here tonight. So, road conditions, a very heated and hot topic. It's one that we will not shy away from, one that we are not afraid to discuss, because we all live Point Fortin here. We all, or most of us, have vehicles, and we feel the pain that most of you feel when you drive on the roadway. 80% of the roads in Trinidad and Tobago are local government roads. And I quoted this from our minister because I recently attended a retreat and he did a presentation. He's very good with statistics and numbers. So that most of our roadway are vested within the bowels of the Ministry of Local Government. So that the local government practitioners, we have a lot to do when it comes to road and the maintenance or the development of roads. In Point Fortin, we are divided by their boundaries. I will not go into depth because I know you want to find out what is happening with the roads, specifically in areas like Warden Road, East Street, G Street, right here in Point Fortin. Everywhere, all 6 electoral districts, the roads are in deplorable states. And I will not, as I said, shy away from it. And I will not even say it's because of no funding or no money or little resources, which are the facts, which are some of the reasons or the major reasons why the roads are in the conditions that they are in. I don't think we will sit here as your leader knowing that we are Burgesses too, who have vehicles and driving on the same roads, will neglect to fix the roads or restore the roads. But let me tell you this. One of our major issues, because of the conditions, why the roads are in the conditions that they are, is because we have aging water lines that are below the roadway. And you all will say, but they just paved the road yesterday and Wasa come and dig it up in the morning. Right? So what is Point Fortin? What is unique to Point is because of the aging water lines. And that's just one of the factors. That's just one. one of the major factors, the aging water lines that are below the roadway and the amount of persons that, because the population is growing, so that the usage of water on the lines, the pressure that comes on the line, the water pressure, we know that these lines continue to rupture and burst. So we will constantly always be seeing the Water and Sewage Authority in Point Fortin repairing the lines most of the time. There is also that concern where they take some time before they come back to do the proper restoration or rehabilitation works after those repairs are done. And it's because they too are not unique. They also suffer the minimum resources, limited funding, and all these different things. And there's a story you hear every day when you might call my phone, you might call your counselor's phone, right? But I could tell you tonight that this 11th council, together with the Member of Parliament, we have been thinking outside of the box. Because you cannot become dependent on releases or funding or when releases will come so that we could procure the necessary resources to restore the roads. So what we would have done is that this council very early met with corporate Point Fortin. We met with our local contractors and we say, here what? You from Point? You're doing work in Point? We need you to help us to give back to Point Fortin. So what you don't know, and it's applaudable, that a lot of our local contractors and corporate entities within Point Fortin have been supporting the Point Fortin Borough Corporation by providing resources here and there so that we can get little things. Had to have those meetings with corporate Point Fortin and various groups within Point Fortin to come and work with us in order to try and improve the livelihood for us here in Point Fortin. We have an area, and I know everybody, coming into Point Fortin just between Molo and the traffic wardens, yeah? Just by Molo, that piece of road there, the craters, we had to go down and come back up. Right. What this council would have done again, we met with some local contractors and we say, here what? We need some material and we need you to help us fix this particular area. This is a Ministry of Works road. Firstly, let me tell you that. So that it does not fall under the remit of the corporation. What we saw it fit that, and this corporation have been doing that for years, even before I was mayor, they will always intervene in repairing and patching the main roads included, right? They will include the main roads. So we met with the local contractor, we went on a site visit, we looked at the area, and this local contractor will restore this piece of roadway for us, free. They're giving back to us, right? They would have already started to pack and fill the area. So if you pass there tonight, they probably started filling the area. So that by weekend, they will put down the hot mix.
Now that we back, now that we here, now that you would have seen the two videos. Now Faris Alwari said that he would have been embarking on a project that would have, all through Trinidad and Tobago, they would have been doing this road paving exercise. Now in Point Fortin, you would have heard the mayor said, in her own mouth, what is taking place. She had to beg corporate Point Fortin to fix certain parts of the road in Point, to do certain works in Point, in which we have a minister that would have boasted about what he intend to do. Now we have to ask ourselves the question again, where the money going? Who lying? What are we in this area of Point Fortin. Why are we taking such a thing like this? Why? I mean, come on, let's be real. Why? I don't know, you know. I don't know what's going on. Why we accepting things like this? Why we have to beg for something that should be given to us freely? This thing not right. It ain't right at all. And instead of we moving forward, we moving backward. Don't talk about the amount of wealth that it have stored in Trinidad that the villagers and the people in Trinidad do not have access to. In Point Fortin, sorry. Don't have access to. You know much? And now we are going to launch a documentary showing just that. What taking place in these mega industries, industrial estates and them. And the people in Point Fortin in benefiting nothing from that. Now these things is wrong. Now some of the people saying, boy, you know, some of them is bad John down there. But all the people are asking for is for proper representation. And no way, at no point in time, it didn't look like it coming anytime soon. Now we have to ask ourselves, shall we continue with things like this? Or shall we move forward, try something different? Many of us don't trust the present government. And far more, many of us don't even trust the opposition. What are we going to do? Members of the public are imploring you, especially the people at Point Fortin, try something new. Try something different. Try something that have your best interests at heart. Do something that will really work for you. Trinidad need to transform, and apparently looking like these parties do not have that vision. What ought we to do? Again, my name is Venison Jeffrey and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We will continue to bring you more broadcasts like this. And we implore you to subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. It goes real far. No way you'll get media like this. So just as the logo state, the banner in the bottom right here, subscribe to the channel. So we could continue bringing you more content like this. And thanks, I already see a subscriber already. Thank you.